Today I'm going to pull apart this aloe white fox. So I'll be propagating by division. You can see that this is well beyond the point of just being a full 4-inch pot. It's quite past that. It's got this peachish pink flower. The leaf markings of white fox are nice and will improve once I do pull this apart, so the all the various number of plants in there don't have to compete for water and nutrients anymore with 6,000 of their siblings. So again, I'm going to propagate this by division, somewhat for the health of the plant so it can continue to grow on, but also just have more plants. So I'm going to pull it out of the pot and have a look at the roots first, and I'll pull that tag out. You can see that there are quite a number of roots that want to flip up and turn into new plantlets, so that's certainly also a good sign that it's time to get it out of its current pot and start to help it to grow. Here's just several more on there, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm going to do to begin this is I've taken a look at the roots, then I'm just going to start to loosen them up a little bit. And as always, with most succulents, there's not really much danger that you're going to remove too many roots, because succulents for the most part are going to continue on in many cases with no roots at all. In the case of beheading a plant, for example, to propagate it, you've removed all of its roots and it'll do just fine. So I don't worry too much about taking away too many roots. The health of the plant will be just fine. Might stress for a minute, I would too. What I'm hoping to achieve here is find out where the best places to pull the plant apart will be, because though again with the root talk it's not going to kill the plant, but obviously the more roots that you can have when you pull off these little props, the better, and more likely that you're going to be successful and they're going to re-root and keep going. So I'm going to grab, you can see this is one division. Whoop, just broke its neck. What I was going to do is pull that off and show you the roots. It does still have a little root here, you can see, so that's really just very likely to be fine. I'll end up cleaning this up a little bit and then potting it, and that one is really ready to go on. I would have preferred to have a few more roots, but it snapped, and that can happen. It's something that will happen, in fact, as you're pulling these apart. So I'm going to go in then again, loosen a little bit more of this soil to get a better idea again of where I can break one off. You see these are a couple tiny ones in here. We'll see what their roots look like and see if they can come apart. I might not have a choice. They might just come with the larger one that I plan on grabbing, which is this guy. So I'm going to get behind it a little bit and really not being extremely careful with it. I am going to take my finger, dig down behind it, and start to pull away, and that's what comes off. So again, this one obviously has a little bit better root system than the last one that I took. It's also got, well, let's see, there's one that came off with a few tiny roots there. A perfectly good plant though. And then this guy with his little friend. These I will clean up, and a lot of these older leaves I'm not concerned with. They've been bunched up and they don't look awesome. So I'm going to pull those away. Not concerned with the look of the plant right at the moment, because it's going to continue to grow right from this central point, and it'll end up filling in and filling out also. So in time it will be another very nice plant. You can see that I'm not even halfway through this one, so I will continue loosening up the soil again, you're going to lose some roots. It's fine and good. Here are a couple of those roots that we're trying to flip around, head up, and turn into new plants. I'm going to see what happens when I pull them off. So that one, nothing. That one has a few little rootlets going on there. This, by the way, I don't think it's possible that would root. These, if so, I'd pull these away. I mean, it's possible. With the rest of these, you can see what I've got going on. So I'm just going to continue to reach in there and see where I can best divide. Here's the next grouping that I want to take. It doesn't look like I'm going to get many roots for this one, but if I can get a couple, I think it'll be just fine. So again, I'm going to take my finger, reach in there behind, pinch, and pull it off and see what we've got. So again, there's another fine plant. It's got a few roots on there. I dropped one somewhere in this pile, and there, that one's got a few also. And then this one, I think it's got some extras. Another fine plant. Then to continue, and I do want to continue because this is still too big for that 4-inch pot. I could put it into something larger and give it more space to grow and continue to spread out if I want, but I would rather have the plants. And also, you can just see that the leaves themselves, there's just a lot of competition going on in there, so they're stressed. I want to liberate them. So I'm going to grab these two right here, pull off, and we've got a couple of roots for that one. Good long root and a few smaller for that one. Peel a few of these leaves off, but another nice one. Then, kind of getting down to the wire here, I'll take this large division, then it looks like there will be another one here, and I'll see what can be done about this half. But so this larger division, again, sticking my finger in, pinching and pulling, and this is what has come off. I've got the division. It's a nice one too. And the flower there. Then we've got one more here. Oh, that kind of wants to come off in a clump. And it would be fine to leave it like that if you had a specific pot that you wanted one or a double. That would be fine, but I do believe that I can get some roots off with these and go for a whole new plant. Well, this one is got its own youngin' coming up. Then the last one, that might root. Got a mess of dead leaves under there. A mess of dead leaves, by the way, can sometimes provide a habitat for pests, by the way, so it's a good reason to clean things up on occasion. Granted, this was kind of an extreme case, this plant. So there's the remainder. I am going to leave that one on there because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get any roots with that. So that'll just be a big one that we put in the pot. Again, this was Aloe White Fox. We will have some of these at our event January 27th and 28th. There's more about that on Facebook, social media, or our website.